So here is my work with lesson 10. One thing I want to say up front with my experience of the first 10 lessons is that I've used Mita's material mainly in two different ways. I've used the line writing tools, CAs, LTs, CTs, all of these, and I'm using them more and more, and I find that my line writing is becoming more fluid. And the second way that I've been using the material is working with the RCs. The way we explore the RCs in Mita's material, I find it very helpful in giving us a sense of the emotional impact of these cycles. Of course, it has to do with the chords we put on top, but anyway, I really like the idea of concentrating on one musical element at a time. So I've been using these RCs to make up a kind of a harmonic skeleton of the piece that I'm working on. So I did that again this time. You're looking at the material for lesson 10.1. So I've used RC5 descending with major 7th chords, RC5 ascending, RC1 descending. I've used it mostly in a kind of a transition role. Then RC4 descending with minor 7th this time. And I planned on using 2 sets from the matrix of triads, which I didn't end up using, but that's part of the game. Okay, and while playing around with these cycles, came up with this accompaniment pattern, and we'll hear that in the sketch. Last thing in the material, the harmonic figuration that I came up with to go along with the accompaniment pattern. So that's about it for the material. Now the sketch, a little piece entitled The Romantic Feather. I find that major 7th chord really do have a kind of a bright, positive vibe. And I felt that this piece was giving out a romantic feel. So, hence the title. I tend to do 2 kinds of sketch. One of them being very basic structure on one piano system with roots, and that's it. And the other one being more developed. This is when I already have an idea of the sounds that I'm striving for. So I will write on 2 systems, and this is what I did right here. So the intro using the RC5 descending, melody based on the RC5 ascending, and ending with RC1 descending as a transition between the 2 sections. I will not go through everything that there is. One thing that I want to show though is this was not in the material. I choose to add it in the development process, RC2 descending with major 7th chord, but as a transition in the transition row. And that's it. So we'll listen to that. I didn't use the matrix of triads that I put in my material. Also, one thing that I wanted to say, I was not that pleased with the outro that I've sketched, so I think I've changed it. Yeah, I've changed it in the development process. So, as you can see, the harmonic figuration pattern, the accompaniment pattern. So we'll have a listen to that. Okay, I really like how it came out. So that's the development of 10.1. No, 10.2. I didn't do a piece for this particular lesson. What I did was the assignment, of course, using RC5 descending with major 7th chord. And I did two things. I did changing tones, basic changing tones, and did the same thing but with a free line instead. So this is lesson 10.2 but with major 7th chords and RC5 descending, and RC5 ascending with minor 7th chords. Same thing, instead of using OIs I've used adjacent intervals, but changing tones and a little free line with this. So we won't listen to this actually because it's not a piece and it's very basic. I'll leave that as a simple assignment. So this is lesson 10. Thank you again, Frank. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.